touched on my next question a little bit. When you start talking about philosophies and all of the information out there, training to failure or training with percentages, how do you fit it all into your program?
We work it all in. And again, the reason I say that is because all those, the two you mentioned right there, there's some benefits to both. I mean, my background, all the guys that I grew up with back in Steubenville, Ohio, that were really into this, training of some kind. When I say it, that's what it was. Most of those guys were power lifters, okay? Not so much Olympic-style lifters, but there were a lot of amateur and professional powerlifting competitions back in the Ohio Valley at that time. So most of my background and guys that I was around at a very young age were competitive powerlifters, and certainly they used a lot of the percentage-based programs, and a lot of that rubbed off on me. And really in my early career, bench squat and deadlift, I mean, that was it, man. And we did some auxiliary things, that term auxiliary, whatever that means. I know that means different things to different people. The core of the program, squat, bench, deadlift, and everything came off of that. Everything kind of networked from there. And I saw, there were just some tremendous improvements in those guys physically, the weights they handled, the poundage they put up in their competitions. And then, as I learned more about the high intensity / high tension protocols, and once again, Dan Riley was my first mentor in terms of that approach. Learning more about that philosophy, and boy, that's something that you want to integrate. There's no question. After learning more about it, that is something that I want to integrate it. So, kind of came up with a hybrid approach, so to speak, in terms of combining some powerlifting techniques and approaches, protocols with high tension, and really have not really strayed too far away from that to this point.